The customer had not informed us of an address change.
TxDOT still blaming customers for many of those massive TxTag late fees we've been investigating for months now. We took your bill straight to the top of TxDOT for answers, and they told us a bulk of the problem stemmed from customers failing to update their address on their account. But as KXAN investigator Brittany Glass uncovered, TxTag has a way to make sure addresses are accurate, and it's just not always doing it, and it might be costing you dollars.
Because I don't drive the toll roads, I automatically knew this is not for me.
Andrew Wheeler is largely confined to a wheelchair.
I haven't owned a car in probably a good 30 years.
He says it doesn't make sense he's been receiving TxTag bills over the past year for multiple drivers he doesn't know at his own home address where he's lived for nearly 2 decades.
These poor guys, you know, they have, I'm sure, not a clue that there's some outstanding bill that they haven't received, you know.
One of those bills was meant for this man, Nathan Fryer.
I don't even understand how that works. Like, how is he tied to me at all? That's a little alarming.
Especially since Fryer doesn't even own the vehicle listed on the bill anymore. He sold it early last year, then the new owner sold it again, all verified through the state's Department of Motor Vehicles. But the bill still went to the wrong address.
They're still racking up bills in my name in North Austin, which I am obviously not driving on that highway.
TxDOT tells us drivers are supposed to update their addresses if their TxTag bills are being sent somewhere they don't live. Why was the collections agency able to identify their new address, but TxDOT was not?
The initial invoices went to the wrong address because we did not have that information available to us. The customer had not informed us of an address change.
But TxDOT should be able to verify addresses on its own, which should help cut down on confusion and massive collection fees. You see, under Texas law and through this interagency contract, TxDOT is supposed to use DMV's record system to track down drivers who pay by mail on the toll roads, or get it to the right place through other reliable means. In Fryer's case, the DMV says it has the correct address for the current owner, who we also tracked down, just to make sure. There are huge discrepancies with the address system, the way that TxDOT TxTag works with DMV. Things aren't adding up.
That's not what we're seeing at all.
At the latest Texas Transportation Commission meeting, an agency spokesperson blocked our questions from commissioners. Bills are getting sent to people that they shouldn't be getting sent to, and that's why people aren't getting their bills.
We are using the addresses that we have with DMV, so they should be getting their bills.
Fryer never did. He says he never received any TxTag bills at the home where he's lived the last 7 years during the time in question.
I'm sure I'm not the only person. Texas is a big state. There's got to be lots of folks out there who have $10,000 bills that have no idea they have them. And that's just alarming. They got to find a new system.
TxDOT has told us all along this wouldn't be an issue if customers paid their bills. That doesn't satisfy some state lawmakers who are now going directly to the commission that oversees TxDOT, demanding answers and planning solutions ahead of the next legislative session. More on that tomorrow on KXAN News after the Olympics. In Austin, Brittany Glass, back to you.
Thanks, Brittany. After we first started investigating last fall, the House Speaker added toll transparency to a list of issues for the Transportation Committee to take up ahead of the next legislative session. This past week, we were at the committee that's first hearing where it was clear lawmakers are prioritizing this as they work to craft upcoming legislation and make improvements to the TxTag system.
There's been people that are in dire straits. I mean, just ridiculous amounts of money, and they're trying to deal with the problem. It's not like they're running. They've called TxDOT, they've called the toll authorities, and have just been ignored or passed on.
Before we hear lawmakers' next step in tomorrow night's report, catch up on our complete coverage with TxTag troubles and interactive digital investigation you'll see only on KXAN.com.